Skitz coming from Texas. I know there's some other people from Texas in the crowd as well. Not only in the crowd, but watching that want to see Skitz, as I think there's might be the last Texas rep still in bracket. Definitely the last one still on winner's side. See how far you can make it. A little bit of info here. One of the reasons that IceKnight is uncomfortable in this matchup is because he's 1-4 against Loaf, which isn't, doesn't feel great. Loaf and Lucky actually not competing in bracket this year. I was kind of surprised, but, it's not a great matchup check, all things said and done.
Also, considering, though, like, being 1-4, 1-5 against Loaf, a lot of people lose to Loaf there. So
that's fair.
We'll see if it's matchup, if it's player.
Get right into it. No button check needed. We're starting on PS2. Great stage for both of these characters. Greninja loves to have all of the space in the world to play under or on top of the platforms, or if you're just going to give him center stage, likes to hug center stage.
Right. They take advantage of really all sides of it, but not a dissimilar matchup we saw earlier when Skitz went off against the Falco player either. Very similar archetypes, very similar movement options.
Quite connect to the up air there. Confirm into anything. Up B out of shield. Decent enough option whenever you're getting landed on. A lot of scrambles here. Up smash not going to quite connect. The tech is available for one time and the one time only. Another down tilt will actually confirm into up smash on the platform.
Good weight there from Skitz, gets back down confidently, gets the bite as well, gets a little bit more towards that walk, and that down air not going to be quite enough, but we'll be able to reset position here.
Interesting. I wonder if he's going to go up and left this time, because he probably should think about it. Yeah, okay. Understood that the timing wasn't there, but still eating the jump with his own back air. Skitz found that value the last time we saw him on screen, finding it now.
Skitz playing super well in this matchup so far. In your research, do you know if you've got any Greninja experience down in Texas?
That's a great question.
We're going to see him continue this pressure here now. Going to try to build up a little bit more. That is not going to be enough because that up air is going to take a while, but that fair does not. IceKnight even things up very quickly.
Definitely needed to have that happen, and we're back to an even game. I like how patient IceKnight as a player is just in general. Very willing to play it slow when you're in a stock deficit. A lot of people will just panic and try to throw out options, but IceKnight looks for the guarantees.
Needs to be a little cautious here on their approaches. Waft is full end on deck right now. Great equalizer.
Finds the bite.
Honestly, at this point, Kevin, I'm just wondering if maybe we're thinking about waiting until the third stock. You're already at a decent position here in the second one. You're still holding a little bit of a lead. That back air, very nice.
I think you absolutely wait for the last stock. Good falling bite right there. IceKnight wasn't ready to roll in to avoid it. Spike's going to be annoying, but Substitute is a great option to mix in. Using it in game one is tough, though. Can't find a confirm off the Hydro Pump. That's tough.
Yeah, you don't want to bust out that card just yet, but we do actually see a pretty strong punish of Warriors up smash on shield there. The forward smash enough to take it. Back air will not be in at a third of stage there. Needs to be closer to the ledge.
Ouch. Evening the stocks back up in this game one. And we're going to reset neutral.
Last stock Wario, though.
That's tough. That's a tough draw. He's looking, you can see him fishing for the Nair combo into the up tilt up air confirm into Waft.
Well, and look how confidently he is taking center stage here both times. Going to be pushed off to the ledge here. Going to go for the Nair here.
Is that it? That's the combo. But DI'd out, could not connect it. Wow. IceKnight just so ready to DI out at every given moment. Just fantastic awareness from him. And now that Waft is gone, you can slow the pace down a whole lot.
I don't know, man. I really think Skitz has done a really good job of getting out of these pressure situations and getting his own damage added on here. We're even percents now, so IceKnight's done a phenomenal job of leveling this back out. But just looking how he's moving around these stages and around these platforms, I want to say Skitz feels a little bit more comfortable at the moment.
I think you're right. Skitz definitely feels the momentum even after that missed Waft. But IceKnight, no stranger to playing from behind, to playing from disadvantage. He does not fish for the reversals. He just plays until he can get the positioning he wants. Doesn't connect. That's tragedy.
Swing and a miss on the second one, too. But the fair, not enough.
Whoa.
Still phenomenal DI there from Skitz.
That's too high. You can't go that high. Gave up all of the stage positioning.
So the back air, goes for the full hop. Now we're both in center.
This is so scary.
Not like this. No.
Still living. This is so scary. Wow, catches him with the up air? That's crazy.
And that's that positioning. That's that center stage, man. We've seen IceKnight try to have to fight their way out of the corner, and Skitz more than ready there. No waft, no problem.
Skitz setting himself up for possibly the upset of the tournament. Not even a top 12 seed, trying to take down number 2 right now. IceKnight, fresh off of a fairly strong placement. I think it was an incredible placement at Level Up Expo. First #1, or second time ever #1 PR in Chicago, dethroning Atada for the first time in 5 seasons. And he does not want to disappoint his region.
Both these guys just kind of pushing buttons in center right now.
Decided to go back to PS2. You know, both. It was such a close game. You can't really see an advantage go either way.
Nice.
What? Combo starter.
Honestly, neither player really asserting themselves too much. We should be able to see a decent punish off of this.
Throws Harley back at him.
Surprised with Greninja's item throw like that. Is that fast?
Yeah, Bite's only going to catch so much. IceKnight getting wise to it, rolling in. Much harder for Wario to catch roll in with any moves that will be super dangerous, like back air or bite. So I think it's a safe enough option until Skitz decides to start switching it up.
Right. Do you feint it and go for the up smash on the roll? There's a couple different options there, obviously.
Right. Scramble situation right here. IceKnight going really high, trying to reset it, but Wario's out of shield is too annoying. Specifically in this matchup. The fair connect.
Wow.
Rode it the whole time, didn't jump out at all. IceKnight was waiting for it, but couldn't quite do it. Skitz mixing things up super nicely.
The no mix up sometimes is all you need.
That's true. Catching the landing though, the fair is going to give IceKnight the opening stock.
Oh, the fake out.
Wow.
Saw the substitute coming. Said, I am one step ahead of you in this Okazemi.
I'll give it up. That was tight. Combo starter though, 40%. Still got advantage. Tried to Hydro Pump him away on the up B. But instead, just going back to center. He's happy for it. Waft online. I didn't think I needed to talk about it, but with that opening, you never know.
Listen, everybody in the crowd thought it, you thought it. And most importantly, IceKnight thought it as well. He got the heck out of dodge.
62% is scary. Getting caught by an up tilt can be dangerous here. Look for a tech. Yep. Yeah, ah, okay. Too high percentage for it to be a true connect into the waft.
That roll reads sick nonetheless, even if it doesn't lead into a final stock there.
Some of these options are getting really scary on shield. But IceKnight is spacing it out super well. Wow. Okay, avoids the fight. Again, the roll in. You gotta mix it up on the ledge if you're gonna get that ledge trap. Another roll in. No, needs to get up. Timing.
Seeing the counterplay there at ledge, both players kind of feeling each other out here in this game too. That down tilt, of course, going to be oh so consistent for Skitz. And now potentially the chance to go up 2-0. Waft still very much online.
Scary for IceKnight. Gotta find the closer here. 107% could be a platform confirmed with an up smash, but you gotta be in the right position at the right time, and Skitz is not letting him find it.
They're not gonna be enough.
That's it.
Skitz 2-0 right now. Chicago's finest on the ropes.
Looking to make a huge upset. Skitz coming up from Texas. Brought the rope with him. Lassoing IceKnight into a tough position, running it back to PS2.
Stop battle. Wario.
You can see IceKnight's face, some struggle there. Trying to figure out what to do, how to change it up. IceKnight, though, one of the most prominent players in Chicago at reverse 3-0s. I don't think I've seen any player in Chicago get as many as him, especially against out-of-region threats, whether he's here or in a different state.
Gotta figure this out, though, man. It's been tough. We've seen pretty even as far as winning these neutral interactions from both players, but when you are going even with a character like Wario, it means you're losing the set. Because whether the Waft misses game 1, whether the Waft hits game 2, you just get to basically play a 2.5 stock game.
So if you're IceKnight, you can't put yourself in the position of being half a stock down. You have to take the reins, and any time that things are looking dangerous, hard reset.
Big connection on that down tilt there, going to add in a little bit more percent. Looking for that back air, but has to kind of retreat back to stage. Gets a back air regardless.
This is the danger. If you over-aggress, if you press the attack too far, Skitz is happy to hold stage position and wait for you to do something silly.
Half walk on deck right now. Not a real threat in this first stock. And try to clean this up the old-fashioned way.
IceKnight doing a bunch of conditioning here, trying to threaten the falling Nair into a fair, and winding up catching the landing. Fantastic conditioning from IceKnight to give himself a lead, if just a minor one.
In name only, my friend, in name only. This is still very, very close. These back airs starting to add up a little bit, though, and that's what IceKnight needs, that we haven't seen in the last 2 games, is them being able to really start to add a little bit more and a little bit more. And just as I say that, Skitz breathes, gets the F tilt, and we are now on to an even 2-stock game.
IceKnight trying to keep control here, though, following real high with the up airs. Not going to chase again, but throwing out the up smash, expecting like an air dodge, potentially. But with the aerial drift of Wario, you cannot go for a pinpoint, laser-accurate move like that.
No, you've got no chance.
Looking for that double up air into the IDJ Waft. Actually missing the Waft off of a loose confirm, expecting IceKnight not to be ready for it. And even if he was, I don't think it was hitting.
Nice nair there. You've got to be able to push your advantage here if you're IceKnight.
Back to even percentage effectively. Skitz clawing their way back to high percentage.
These mid to high percents too, you really want to be Wario in this scenario. You don't have that precision that you were talking about that you have to play with as Greninja.
I'm worried for IceKnight here. Throwing out these up smashes out of shield is a worrying behavior for the mental.
Dash attack there going to take up so much space, and that down air will be enough. We are about 15 seconds away from a half waft coming back online, and looks like Skitz feels very good in this matchup, Kevin.
And IceKnight panicking a little bit here, looking for things like down smashes, things that he doesn't normally look for in these games. But now that he's got a stock even up, he just took a breath on camera. You can tell he wants to slow things down a little bit. Press the attack when it's available, otherwise reset onto the stage. Unfortunately, though, the bike on stage is not something that Skitz has been using that much recently. So much mixing up from Skitz.
They have to be a little bit worrisome now with that bike sitting there the way it is. That is finally going to break off there, using that fair to try to extend the hitbox. IceKnight just controlling center right now. This is what we wanted to see the last couple of games.
You've got to be worried about that half wop confirm, though. Coming around these percentages, especially with the tech chase. No, you hate to call it out.
IceKnight loses very early, and Skitz not even a pop-off. Just, yep, business. That was it. That's all I needed. Confident the entire time. And a lot of those situations were those roll away that you would normally expect Wario not to be able to reach on, and multiple games were taken by those roll reads. You know, that is a very, very confident play there from Skitz, and you seem a little shocked.
He was worried about this matchup for a reason. It is a tough matchup for Greninja in general, and his matchup against Loaf hasn't proven positive, right?
Sure.
So